What's going on, fellas? Um, Today I want to talk to you guys about I don't know if you guys remember my video where I'm talking about that youngster. He's he was doing the owner operating thing, and uh, he wanted to sue and all kinds of crazy stuff, which didn't really make no sense. And so he went through the process, and uh, he did 8 months over the road, didn't like it. And then Azo, what's going on? Thanks for being in the neighborhood. And Jerry Perry, thanks for being in the neighborhood, bro. Um, and I guess the lease program wasn't good for him, and he just didn't know how to run his business. And Mars, whoa, what's going on, bro? Long time no hear from you. Where you at, Mars? You in the port somewhere, bro? Probably. Um. Anyways, so the youngster kind of went off his rocker. Uh, I kind of led him into leasing onto a company. As a matter of fact, he leased onto your company, Marswell, and I don't know. He flipped his wig over there and couldn't do it. Pure E. Man, it's hotter than the mud over there, huh? Damn, feel sorry for you, bro. AC or no AC, it's freaking hot. Anyways, so he ended up messing up his lease, and he ended up walking away from a truck, which it was a mistake. It was a mistake, and I knew it was a mistake, but uh, I guess he's finally realizing it. But my thing is this: if somebody that's been trucking is giving you advice of how to go about the business and how to conduct yourself, at least take it under consideration. Hey, today's took, Jerry, you're killing me, bro. Um, today's took. um, so if if somebody has been trucking a little longer than you, topic is screaming about me. I don't think so, Jerry, because you used to have your truck. This youngster does not have his truck. This youngster does not have his truck. He was making good money. He was making good money over there with Mars Woe, but stuff happens. Stuff happens, but that's what I wanted to talk to the younger generation of truckers that are coming into the business. Uh, Learn from our mistakes. If we're putting out videos, saying on how to conduct yourself, how to speak to people, how to get customers, how to make more money, learn from it. It does not hurt. It does not hurt. I don't think there's not too many of us on YouTube that are misguiding people on how to conduct themselves when they go deliver a load, or when they're talking to the dispatcher. There ain't too many YouTubers that are putting out videos talking about, screw the dispatcher, say F to him, and uh, do what you want to do. Ain't too many of us talking like that about dispatchers or managers or supervisors or anything. So uh, it's your fault. It's your fault if you end up in a ditch. And Big Paul, thanks for being in the neighborhood. What if he would have got the truck from the dealer? Yeah, yeah, you're right about that, Big Paul. Uh, what what if we would have got it from the dealer, bro? He would have probably had a repo in his hands. So you know, just learn, people, learn. Thanks for the info. I flushed the cooling out yesterday. Got fresh cooling. Now, that's right. He's a good thing. Good thing. I'm glad everything worked out for you. Uh, so yeah, learn from the guys that have been in this industry a little longer. Learn from us. If we're telling you, run your business like this, if it makes sense, if more than one person is talking about the same thing, you should run with it. But if it doesn't make sense, then ask around. But yeah, Big Paul, like you said, he got lucky. He got lucky because he signed on a lease contract with the Harbor Division where he can walk away from the truck or he can take the truck. He had that choice. And I think he made a good choice by just walking away from it. So it happens, but this is what the point I'm trying to get across. Don't put yourself in the hole. Don't give yourself a bad reputation because you want to run at the mouth and you think by screaming and doing jumping jacks and saying, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to get a lawyer, that it's going to fix anything. It's not going to fix anything. Um, Now he's a company driver. Uh, he's getting 19-20 bucks an hour. His first check was almost $1,000. So uh, I guess you live and learn, huh? You live and learn. I always did say, do company lease on, and then you know take it to the next level, which is a lease on owner operator. In other words, you have your own authority, and you're just working for that one company, or you just go just owner operator, just pure owner operator, independent owner operator, which is you get your own loads, you send in your bills to get paid and all that good stuff. But I guess he had to learn. Uh, I guess what people try to tell him, it did not phase him, because he still went about it his way, which was the wrong way. I'm not saying he's doing wrong right now because at least he had the courage enough to get back on the horse and ride it. Whether he got fired or what have you, he still, he got back on the horse. And we all know when we get frustrated and things don't go our way, we kind of lose it. And especially being young, I think the kid is about, I don't know, 27, 28 years old, and at that age, you just kind of throw your arms up and say, screw this, I ain't gonna do this no more. But I'm just glad he went and got another job, uh, and he's working right now. He's providing for himself, which is a good thing. But that's my point. You being young, learn from everybody else's mistakes. If if you get on YouTube and you're looking at other truckers and they're telling, they're talking about how to conduct yourself and how to try to maintain your truck, um, you know, take it for what it is. If it makes sense, then run with it. If it doesn't make sense, then let it come in one ear and come out the other. But it's common sense, people. If you're young, you're coming into this industry, you want to be a trucker, be a trucker. Don't come into this industry trying to be child minded, because if you do, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna get hired on. Nobody's gonna want to help you. So be grown up about it. If this is what you really want to do, act right. Because me personally, going from 1,000, 1,500, $2,000, $2,300 checks to almost $1,000. Wow, that would have killed me. Dang, 27 is young. I feel like baby. Love all the great knowledge you're sharing. No problem, Jerry. Uh, But Jerry, uh, it's just this kid. He just did not. He just he didn't know how to do it. That's just the bottom line. He hung around with the wrong people at that company, and they pumped him up into thinking all kinds of madness, and that's just not the way you do it. I've ran with a famous saying, show me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. And that's what happened with this kid. He just hung around with the wrong people there, and their mentality was all screwed up, and they just talked a whole bunch of negative stuff about the company and dispatchers, and I think it just got to his head, and now he is where he is, which is a company driver. Again, I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing to become a company driver because it's not. But my thing is to go from a check of over $1,000, over $2,000 to going to a 900 some change check. Uh, that's chopping you at the knees. But I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens when you cannot be professional about what you're doing. Me having a truck, yeah, yeah, Big Paul. They're running day cabs. Owner operators over there, they have conventionals, but I like Harbor Division. I've I've gotten loads from them, and they pay pretty good. Uh, they've never asked me to come on board full time because sometimes they will call me and I would tell them I can't do it. I agree, Vic. You gotta have professional and always have an open mind to better the business. Exactly, Jerry. Exactly. And I mean, he talked a good game, but I think it's just when he went back to the yard, that's what happened. He hung around with these other youngsters, and I think they just influenced him the wrong way. And them other guys are still there, and he's gone. So makes no sense. Makes no sense. Uh, if you're young, you're in this business, and you're leasing on a truck. I mean, you're leasing on a truck for something, right? Because you want to be your own boss. Acting like a fool is not being your own boss. Uh, you gotta you gotta be willing to want that truck, willing to get them $2,000 plus checks every week. Because if you don't, then you're gonna lose it all. And again, like I said, I'm not knocking anybody. If the lease doesn't work for you and you go back to a company driver, I'm not knocking you. I'm not. It's just there wasn't a reason why you should lose that truck. There's not a reason why you should give up that lease. You know, uh, of course, if you're gonna get into a lease, you want to look at that contract to see what it's about. Is the truck a walk away? Can you take the truck? Uh, is there a balloon payment? Stuff like that. You got to look at that contract. Look at your monthly payments if you can afford them. But I mean, Harbor Division gave him a good deal. The contract was not bad. He read it to me over the phone, and it was good. It was a good contract. It's just, it was just him. He couldn't hold his weight. He couldn't pull his weight, doing what he was doing at the port, which it just kills me. I don't understand why he couldn't just shut his mouth and do what he had to do for himself, not try to front for his comrades or uh, whatever it was that he was trying to do. But he shouldn't have did that. There you go, Big Paul. There you go. Big Paul says, if if you have bad credit, get the lease. If you have good credit, go get it from the dealer, which makes sense. But Don't do either or if you're not mature enough and knowing that this is your business. All right. Don't think that this is a weak thing, that you can only act professional, that you can only bite your tongue for just 1 week. No, this is your business. So treat it as your business. Act like you're a professional. Be a professional to them dispatchers, them supervisors, them managers. Be a professional, because they ain't gonna give a hoot about you once you start acting a fool. Cordizo, what's going on? Thanks for being in the neighborhood. Before you get into church. Uh, well, that the person I'm talking about, Cordizo, is he was leased onto a company, to a pork company, and the pork company is pretty good, you know. So the truck was a company truck that they were gonna lease onto him. So in other words, the company has a bunch of trucks that they'll lease out to you, and he didn't have to look for the loads because he was gonna be dispatched. So he was. It was not good. It was not good. Put it that way. He went about it the wrong way wrong, and now he's a company driver, uh, earning almost $1,000 a week. But to each his own. To each his own. I just give him credit for him jumping back on the horse and getting back to work. Because at his age, uh, a lot of youngsters would have just gave up. And I ain't talking about you, Jerry. You're all right, bro. You're all right. You got the hang of this. You know you want to be a businessman. You're gonna keep that truck and keep pushing, keep making great money. This guy didn't, Jerry. This guy, I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. But first, he was out on the road for I think 7, 8 months. He broke his contract, and he decided to come and do some local work. And then he got blessed with Harvard Division, and they leased him out a truck, and uh, he just screwed that up because he couldn't get along with management, couldn't get along with dispatchers. Uh, his thing was, everybody's getting work and I'm not. Maybe you're not getting work because you're running your mouth so much. Maybe if you just shut up and just wait for the work to get to you, maybe you'd get work. But going around gossiping about dispatchers and managers, you ain't gonna get no work that way. So uh, now he's doing the company thing. He's hourly, and then to top it off, he's doing live unloads and live pickups. Nah, brother, nah. When you went to the port and all you were doing was dropping hooks, and we all know if like Mars Wool, I don't know where you make your money, Big Pop, but it sounds like you know about the port work as well. But we all know port work, 9 out of 10, it's all drop and hook. You rarely get a delivery or a pickup. So you went from a drop and hook to making deliveries and pickups and live deliveries. And you went hourly. That is not a good look, but to each his own, and you live and learn. But yeah, that's my message for today for all the young truckers that are coming into this industry. Learn from the rest of us truckers. Learn when we talk about our mistakes, when we're backing up and we're smashing things, or we're just too lazy to get out of the truck and look. Learn from us. Don't make the same mistakes that we are doing. If you do that, believe me, you'll go a long ways. You should do a video on leasing. I do have a video on leasing core diesel powered. If you go back, I think it's titled Lease versus Finance, uh, because I've done both. I've done the lease and I've done the finance part. And I don't know, people talk bad about the leases, but I was making 1215 as a company driver. That's pretty good, Big Paul. That is pretty good, bro. That is not bad. Local work or out of state? But that's my thing for all you young truckers that are coming into this industry. Learn from the rest of us hustling. Yard hustle? That's pretty good, Paul. But learn from the rest of us. We're the majority of us ain't talking out the side of our necks. We're putting out this information so you guys can learn from our mistakes and not make the same mistakes. Carlos de Toro, what's up, bro? Thanks for being in the neighborhood. So just don't take what we put out for granted, because this could be you. This could be you. This kid had the chance of a lifetime. How many people? How many truckers do you know? Just local. That's good, Paul. That's pretty good. As a company driver, that is not bad, bro. How many truckers do you know that did 8 months over the road, fresh, just got their CDL, came back to California, Southern California, and started doing local work at the port with the triple axle day cab? I mean, making good money, going into the port. Mars, whoa, correct me if I'm wrong, but your heavy loads pay what, 150, $250, your heavy loads? Them tractors that have that triple axle in the back. Harbor Division pays pretty good, and that's where this kid was at. And he had this tractor. There you go, Marswell confirmed it. Yes. And this is what this kid was doing. So how many truckers do you know that have that opportunity? You get a day cab with a triple axle on your drives, and you're doing these heavy loads from the port. Not too many. Not too many. And me, I did over the road, and I stood out there. And little by little, I just started working myself down from over the road to regional, and now I'm doing local. But there ain't too many people, there ain't too many truckers that have that kind of opportunity. Over the road for 8 months and then get a job doing local work with the triple axle day cab truck and pulling heavy loads out of the port. That's good money. That is great money. I don't care what anybody says. And for you to just kiss all that goodbye, that is not cool. That is not cool. But again, it's not about the mistake. It's about how fast you can get back up. You know? How long was I over the road? Oh, man. Oh, good question. Good question. I know I've been local what, 6 7 years. So I couldn't tell you the truth. I'm not even gonna try to lie. I couldn't tell you, bro. But uh, that's the mistake that a lot of young people don't see. You have something good, and you think you can get something better by acting up. You're gonna lose everything. Be grateful for what you have, and work hard for what you have to maintain it. Not to tear it down. Acting like a fool, it's just gonna tear it down. Um, so that's my thing, guys. If you're young, and I ain't talking about you, Jerry Perry. If you're young and you're barely coming into this industry, Uh, if you're looking at this video, Sammy Gomez, thanks a lot for being in the neighborhood. Yeah, finding a parking spot. Did you find a parking place for your trailer and Sammy with asphalt? No, I didn't. I didn't find one, Samuel. And to tell you the truth, I didn't even look yet, bro. And it's not because I've been too busy. It's just that I've been being a bum, just straight bum. Uh, Amen. I'm 21, out here hustling. I'm local now, though. That's good, bro. That's good. I mean, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Uh, uh, show gratitude to your dispatchers or whoever it is that you're getting your loads from. You know, be grateful for that. You know, because you don't wanna lose what you have right now. What you want to do is build. You know, have more, and the only way you're gonna have more is by sometimes just hushing it, and do what you have to do to make that money. You know, laugh out loud. I was picking on you, bro. I know. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, 21, out here hustling. I'm local now, man. I'm looking to get my own authority soon, and I plan to pull out of the port of Long Beach. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Uh, but I believe you told me you're out of the San Bernardino area, right? Uh, you're 21 years old. Uh, I, you know what? Before you do all that, bro, you should go. Look into BlackRock. They're off of Cherry and Santa Ana. Go check them out, bro. Uh, they have local work. Their pay is it's good. It is great. They'll get your authority, and it's not a bad company, bro. It is not a bad company, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, that's true, Big Paul. 21 is young, and insurance is expensive. That is true. So keep that in mind. Big Paul is right. Keep that in mind. But with that company, you'll make way more money than the poor work. You know, and I mean it's pretty good work. It's pretty good work. It's nice. So keep that in mind. Go check out BlackRock. They're right there in Fontana. They're pretty good. They'll help you out on everything. Black Rock, like the color black, and then like the stone, like a rock. Black Rock. Just look them up. Uh, they'll guide you through everything, and you just have to have the money for them to do everything for you. But not only will they do all that, uh, like I said, you'll be able to work with them, and they're not bad. They are pretty good. Uh, that's one of the companies that uh, I've been keeping in mind for a while, uh, but I'm still trying to find myself with my authority. So, yeah, fellas, if you are watching this video and you're a youngster, uh, keep that in mind. Uh, if you're looking at other truckers' videos and they're telling you, you know, to do this and to talk like this and behave like this in front of dispatchers, managers, owners, what have you, stop gossip, especially gossip. Stop gossiping. You know, there's no need for you to gossip. You know, what you need to be concentrating on is making money. And by going around other truckers talking crap about dispatchers, managers, what have you, that's not making you money. That's putting you on the hit list. In other words, nobody's going to give you work that way because you're talking bad about the company. You're talking bad about dispatch. Don't get caught up in that crap. Do your thing, make money. That's what it's about. That's what this industry is about. If you are not making money, it's because you're on the hit list or you just don't want to make money. So keep that in mind. Marcos, I'd like to have your email because I need to talk with you seriously. Okay. Seriously, Marcos. Wow, that's all right. You should have put a whole bunch of exclamation points right there, bro. So yeah, people. That's my point. If you're out here in this industry because you're the man. Thanks a lot, Marcos. Appreciate it, bro. I'm just joking with you. Uh, but yeah, I mean, you know, uh, I'm going on 2 days that I've been coming live, and pretty much some good people are coming on this channel, which I do appreciate because, especially Jerry, Paul, uh, Core Diesel, uh, Mars Wall, all these guys are willing to help, so I really appreciate you guys coming on when I come on because uh, especially when youngsters and other people jump on this channel and they have questions, instead of me answering them, Big Paul or Jerry, Diesel Core, somebody will answer it for you, and I I really do appreciate you guys coming on board like this and helping me out, help the rest of the people out. Hazel, thanks for the information about the cooling flush. No problem, no problem. We got you. Just think anyone out here in a truck or truck stop to be an owner of a successful business. Exactly, Jared. Exactly, exactly. I mean, I think you're up there, Jerry. You're successful. You have your truck. I mean, it was in the shop for the longest, and you got it out, and you're rolling like a big dog right now. So you're doing your thing, Jerry. Believe me, you're doing your thing. At your age, bro, you are doing your thing, and your mentality's in the right place. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Exactly. So, yeah, people. If you're young, you're coming into this industry. Just pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on and what are other YouTubers talking about as far as trucking and how to run their business and how not to get put in that hole where you have to walk away from that lease or what have you. You know, uh, main thing if you're coming into this industry, at least for me, I want to be my own boss. I want to go to work whenever I want to go to work. I want to make the money that I want to make, and then I want to go home. You know, that's my mentality. And if you're in that same kind of mentality, then you need to learn the business. And you need to respect people and stop gossiping and trying to think by talking bad about people that it's gonna get you somewhere. It's not gonna get you anywhere. It's gonna get you kicked out of that dispatcher's list. It's gonna get you kicked out of a company. You're gonna lose your truck. You're gonna lose your business, and you're gonna go back to being a company driver, and that's not good. Carlos del Toro, I'm a company driver, taking notes. uh, hey, Carlos, are you a port driver as well, bro? I never asked you that. Marcos, are you a true owner operator? You don't wholly drive truck, but you also fix trucks. Am I a true owner operator? I don't know. What would you consider a true owner operator, bro? Uh, I mean, I have my own truck. I run with three companies. Well, two companies. out of the port. I have my own insurance. I have my own registration. I have my own name on my truck. Read that wrong, bro. I read that wrong. So I don't know, Marcos. You tell me, am I a true owner operator? I mean, you drive and you fix your truck. I like that. Oh, thanks a lot, Marcos. Appreciate that. Fernando Garcia, what's up, Vic? I'm just getting back into being an owner operator. It's by 2011 Cascadia. Congrats. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Carlos says he's a reefer guy. I hope you don't offload them trailers, bro. Because I did that Saturday and Sunday. Woo, buddy. That was a mission. Yeah, congrats, Fernando. Nice, bro. Nice. Just getting back into being an owner operator. That's good, bro. That is real good. If you ever need any help on that Freightliner fixing or what have you, Fernando, just come on down and tune in. And we got plenty of people on this channel, bro, that will help you out. Just like yesterday, who did we help out? Big Paul, Jerry. Where you at? Where you at? Azel. Yeah. Yesterday, Jerry and Paul helped out Azel on the cooling. So, you guys ever need any help, just come on to this channel. I try not to sugarcoat anything. Still waiting for you to reply to my text. You sent me a text? Carlos del Toro, I can relate to the last video. I moved to Arizona from SoCal. Wow. I feel sorry for you, bro. Serious, I do feel sorry because that freaking heat is, whoo. That's the only thing I'm scared about, Arizona. Sonia Patterson, 16-year wife of trucker, but I do the repairs. Sonia, you are superwoman. That's right. That's right. Help him out. Help him out. That's a good wife. That is a very good wife. Yeah, you got great videos on how to keep your truck running. I bet you save a lot of money on maintenance. Fernando, I do, but you know, it's a headache. It's a headache trying to keep up with this truck because it needed a lot of work. Before I do my taxes, I'll put out a video on how much money I spent on repairing this one truck because I didn't think it needed so much repair, but it does. It does. Believe me. Marcos, I got you, bro. As soon as I can, I'll send you an email, bro. But Sonia, I can't tell you enough. That is great. That is great. My wife used to go over the road with me all the time. She used to do local with me. I can't say I taught her how to drive because I keep clowning her. Lou Flores, what's going on, bro? Thanks for being in the neighborhood. I can't say that I taught her how to drive because I keep clowning her and telling her, before you met me, you were a truck driver because she jumped in that truck and she was a natural. She just hit the switches like nothing. Big headache, but every time the mechanic says 500, I say, woo, we'll do it. There you go, Sonia. There you go. Heck no, them mechanics, they're killing us. Can you talk about the rate average for the loads from the port? From the port, to let's say in the LA area or in City of Commerce, somewhere within, I would say, 27 miles away from the port. I've been averaging from 120 to 165. and then the empty bag to the port, I've been averaging from 60 to about $90 empty bag to the port. Ontario and Riverside. Um, from the port to Ontario, I'm averaging 185 to 210, and then the empty bag is 150. Riverside. I mean, Riverside's so big, big ball. You would have to tell me like, okay, let me give you something. From the port to where would Riverside be considered? From the port to the 215. No, that would be Moreno Valley. Give me a place out of Riverside, Big Paul, and I'll give you something. Quiñones, hey Vic, I have a 2009 Freightliner Cascada 13 speed, and every time I turn on the jaw brake both my check engine light color orange and the stops symbol. Any ideas? The J brake. Oh, the J brake. Every time I turn on the J brake, my check engine light color orange and the stop symbol. That could be your harness, Quiñones. That could be your harness. Your harness could have oil in it, bro. There's a video I made, and it says what to look for on your truck, and I do like a walk around, on the truck, and if you look at the harness, it's, I don't know if you know what the harness is, but it's on top of the engine, on the side of the engine, and there's plastics coming out of it. Look around there to see if you have oil coming out of there. If you have oil coming out of there, it's gonna be your harness, bro. It's gonna be your harness. That's what normally happens to Freightliners. But if you don't have that, Quiñones, do your speed sensor, bro. Do swap out your speed sensor. Your speed sensor might help you out, might not. But 9 out of 10 times, your harness is gonna have oil. That's what kills your J brakes. So look into your harness first, and then see if you have oil leaking out of it. If not, change out your speed sensor. If that doesn't work, then you're gonna have to go back to your harness. If a mechanic comes out and tells you it's your turbo, don't believe that crap. It's not your turbo, all right? It's gonna be your harness. Lou Flores, 60 freeway at Budweiser area, Columbia, Chicago. Okay. I don't know what that means, Lou, but all right, bro. Sounds good. All right, fellas. Well, I've been on this video for quite a while. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Appreciate you guys. I hope a youngster sees this video and takes this advice under consideration. And I hope it never happens to you guys. And if you're starting off in this industry, think about growing and not rebelling against everybody else. All right, fellas. Well, everybody have a good day. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.